And that's how it's done, you know. FYI, this video might be one of the worst I made from a production standpoint, yet intriguing enough you should still watch. But to be frank, I didn't have passion for the product, but I figured, hey, someone out there may want to see this baby walker before purchasing. It's called Hermé Rabbit from Amazon. Weird name, I know. And that's how you pull out the legs though, simple click. I can tell you the directions make absolutely no sense. I was left wondering if I forgot how to read. This line here, pull the locator, hold it small, 90 degrees, make off ground. I mean, I even had my assistant take a look to see if he could crack the code, and he was baffled, turning the page back and forth. He thought a page of directions was missing. Needless to say, that was it, but to fold it in place, just hit that front lever and you can stow it away underneath a bed or something, which is a nice feature. But make sure all legs are locked in place, otherwise it looks like one of those lowrider hydraulic cars, not safe. To adjust the leg height so your baby is properly positioned, push the bottom lever until the metal button clicks in one of the slots. We went with the first height position, that seemed to work. I then realized you can also adjust the seat height, which is a nice feature, but it requires a little more hand dexterity. Basically, you have to pull out this pin and then put the pin back through to the new position and secure it with this cotter-like pin mechanism. It took a minute for me to get this in there, but we did it finally, and now we can move on to the spin test. Very necessary when you're setting up a baby walker. Basically, the spin test involves doing full donuts for 1 minute straight and seeing how fast you can make this thing go, and quite frankly, I'm impressed. You can even let your baby eat here. That's a food tray, although it's covered up with this toy, but you can take it off. You do have to insert batteries if you want the music. It takes 2 AAAs. I will note there's no volume control. Some brands have like a 1 or 2 for the volume. This just has semi-loud, so if that's not what you like, I guess you're kind of screwed. Before you plop the toy over the tray, make sure you add the steering wheel. Your baby wants to feel like they're controlling the ship, and without it, they may be disappointed. The walker comes with screws and a mini screwdriver, so that helps. Now you can set it over the tray and just swivel the plastic pieces underneath to secure it. And now the main part is good to go. One of the features I liked with this walker are the 2 handle sizes it comes with. They were difficult to get off though. The push button kept on getting stuck. I had to put some elbow grease into it, but the taller handle is there so you can use it like an alternate stroller when the bottom pad is engaged. I'll demonstrate that feature here in a minute, but I wanted to see my assistant's initial impressions. I think he enjoyed it. He was really intrigued, flicking things, pushing buttons. So here's each button and what it does. The first one's a generic squeak toy. It's pretty good. Then you can play with these little thingies and flick them back and forth. And then this one, you press the button, music plays. The great feature I love about this is you can hit it again and turn it off. So if you're annoyed, it stops. It's great. Turn it back on, a new sound plays. You can't beat that. Some toys, even the higher end brands, don't do that. So you have to listen to that annoying sound over and over again. It has about 4 to 5 rotational songs in here, which is nice. Then the piano keys will have your kid into the next Johann Sebastian Bach in the Baroque period. That steering wheel has another squeak toy. And then the star squeaks. And then they thought, why not? One more squeak on the moon, a little action figure that rotates, and the most horrendous one on here is this wheel. It doesn't spin. At that point, just make it stationary. You flick it, it does like 1/8 of a spin. Unreal. Now back to that feature I was talking about earlier, and this is the little tarp thing. When it's engaged, you can have your child stand on it and push it like a stroller. I demonstrated with this gnome. Unfortunately, his legs don't touch the pad, so you didn't get the full effect, but you kind of get the point. My assistant tried the pad for a quick second, can't fully verify if it holds them up. Kind of did, but there's definitely a weight limit. Then there's these stationary legs, which you can pull out, and apparently the wheels are not supposed to move, but I can still move it around. I'm guessing they're banking on the fact that your kid is not the Hulk, and they can't move the stationary legs and the wheels. Don't feel like that was stationary.